And out of the good, HetaOni is actually a pretty, like I said, it was pretty fun, but it still had a lot of issues weighing it down. And don't say the demo is a completed game, it's just an English demo. Well, it's my personal preference, but you know how I've seen horror games or creepypastas? They always have like the words are always like caps in the middle and stuff. Like let's say negative, not negative, lowercase a, lowercase b, uppercase c, uppercase d, a, b, c, yeah. Bad example, but okay, I put it like this. In the game, Stevie or Tony says, "You cannot escape." A lot. That's like his main attack. But escape is I spell like E C, capital A, lowercase a, capital P E, spelled right. That's like escape. I'm on the fly, so yeah, I never got why that's supposed to be scary. If anything, it's kind of annoying to look at. So kind of scary. It makes your eyes kind of hurt. Kind of. So yeah, that's just more on me. I guess it's personal preference, but another thing is that even when the game isn't trying to be scary, it does that occasionally. On the title screen, it said spell mansion. Capital M-A-N, capital S-I-O-N. And they kept every word, like kept the beginning of every word in the beginning. I'm not sure they did another chapter cutscene or the chapter images. Didn't really pay attention to those. Which bugs me. Hate when people do that. It's kind of annoying. But I guess it's more of an aesthetical complaint, and aesthetical complaints are usually bottom of the barrel when it comes to complaints, or lowest tiered. To some people. Honestly, some people who say graphics and aesthetics are the lows of the low. Sometimes graphics and aesthetics can really make or break a game. I don't want to go on too much of a rant, but honestly, aesthetics is the only reason Kirby is really considered a good game. Other than that one gimmick of game powers is kind of mediocre, but that's just my thing. Next up, good things. Oh crap! I actually forgot one complaint. The game relies on jump scares a bit. There's like, cause I honestly never felt scared in the game, and I died a lot. I died almost every dial scenario. But the game relies on jump scares a lot, and there's a lot of waiting around. As in, you say one, the plot progresses, then every character waits for like a whole minute without doing anything, and then plot goes on again. Okay, hopefully now this will be nothing. This will be good things now. Well, yeah, I'm gonna assume the game has a custom soundtrack because I've never heard any of these tracks in any other game, so I'm assuming they're custom, and they're actually pretty good. The sheer fact that any RPG Maker game has a custom soundtrack is usually a good score for me. Custom score and custom graphics. I'm not talking about sprites, but like custom battlers and like cutscene artwork. That's usually a good score for me in general. That and creative and sheer creativeness. A lot of games seem to be lacking nowadays, including me. Actually, my game is actually using a Pandora box style plot, and I haven't seen much of those, so I guess my idea is kind of creative in that sense. Let's see. And I should not. Okay, back to good stuff. Yeah, the soundtrack's pretty good. The game is when you're not frustrated trying to find everything. It's actually pretty fun to explore. Actually, that's a lie. Every single every single door is locked. I was going to do a Let's Play on this until I accidentally had a virtual microphone which recorded absolutely nothing. And I kept on saying, the door is locked, it will not open, the door is locked, it will not open, the door seems to be locked, it won't open, the door may be locked, it won't open. a good title, and has some of the last titles. So yeah, it's kind of fun, not all, without all the doors, but when you meet characters and find Italy, it's pretty satisfying to collect party members up like that. And as I mentioned, the main character of the game seems to be Japan, which is nice. Strangely, it's kind of the main character in my game too. I'm making an Italian game on the side. Can you blame me? I'm still trying to make the MLP game, but I just can't think of anything to make it good. But back on the Italian game. I had to own it, I mean. So yeah, it's satisfying when you get a party member, because that usually means you're just able to kill stuff faster. But, wow, even in the part where I'm trying to think of all the good things and the bad things. I'm not trying to say like, the game's bad, it's just my mind fluctuates towards bad things and good things in games, so that may be why I may not ever be a good reviewer. Anyway, I like how the game doesn't have permadeath. It makes it feel much more like an RPG than a horror game. Which, again, is personal preference, but I like it. Dear God, I'm another complaint. I don't want you to think I hate this game. I don't hate this game. I like this game. I really do. It's a good game. But what's next? On the good things. The maps are relatively well designed, but a bit basic. As the mansion really does not feel like a huge mansion. It basically feels like one big wing. But other than that, pretty well designed, relatively basic in a good way. And it's not hard to find your way around. The only thing hard about it is that when you're trying to find certain items, so you have to click on everything. So once the key was going to break. But no, it's relatively well designed. The music's fun. If you want to have my favorite hum in there, I do that occasionally. It's a family thing. All in all, the game is good. I'm accidentally making the game sound horrible. But it's not horrible. I have a lot of complaints, but it's still a good game. It's just the good things out of the game are relatively standard. The best thing out of the game is really the story and really that there are basically three things that can make a game. That can make an RPG. And each one will make the RPG in some way or not. Good story. The story is great. And the gameplay is at least mediocre. It's fun to rush through. However, the story is great and the gameplay is terrible, then just read a novelized version of it. Luckily, the gameplay is at least mediocre. It's actually decent. I would say it's decent, but most of the things out of the game is pretty standard. 2. Great battle mechanics. If a game has great battle mechanics and a mediocre story, you can probably forgive it a little bit. And 3. Great aesthetical quality with great graphics, great animation, great music. And the game had a great story, good music, and great art. And though again, the story is a bit too funny. It's not even that funny, but it laughed every now and again to really be intense and stressful. To be completely honest, but that's just part 1 of the series. Again, I'm gonna redo the series when I beat the game, or beat the demo at least. The demo is basically 15 chapters of the translated version. The game is complete in Japanese. I might actually go for the Japanese version to use so tags, translated walkthrough. I never got so tag. As in, why would you make a completely translated walkthrough and not translate the game itself? it's RPG Maker. You don't have to go into any programming or font or anything like that. And it honestly just kind of wastes time. It's not really, I mean, I can get why you're translating that for like an actual cartridge or disc game. Like, I think Wendy Rat was her name, who did the translated version of, or did a translated walkthrough of Sergeant Frog, the Knight, the Warrior, the Ninja. But when you do an RPG Maker game that requires very little programming knowledge just to change text, I never got, I don't know. But that's just my ideas. There's probably some reason, but I never heard the kind of things from Coup Impact when he translated Nico Nin into English, and I don't know, I was thinking about maybe doing that to Let's Play, but I don't like Nico Nin. It does not look good. It has an way too overly Japanese plot. I mean, I like JRPGs, but it's way too Japanese. Anyway, that's my first impressions of Nico Nin and Ramble. I mean, not Nico Nin, no, HetaOni with the Ramble. I hope you don't take my opinion too much when I go playing, because it's not a bad game. I've been saying that a lot. It's not a bad game. It's actually a really good game. Like I said, a plot can make an RPG, and it has plot. A good plot. My only issue with the plot is that characters are occasionally out of character. But when they are in character, it's actually really fun to watch them. And they aren't in character for most of the time. But Japan, the main character, just seems more like a everyman than Japan. But yeah, bye guys, have a great day.